joins now to France 24's Benedict Pavio, who's in Falmouth in Cornwall. So, Benedict, fresh off a successful vaccine rollout, the British Prime Minister now himself offering surplus vaccines to other nations.
Yes, and indeed this summit has been nicknamed the Vaccine Summit. And of course the COVID pandemic and all its repercussions, all its health, economic damage that it has wreaked across not just the G7 nations and leaders that are coming here, are here indeed today and going to start meeting in moments. But it is so important to help other countries with their vaccine rollout. In big pledges yesterday by the US President Joe Biden, 500 million Pfizer doses that are going to be donated by the United States of America under this new president, 6 months into his presidency on his first overseas trip. So a very significant trip for him. And an important pledge also by the United Kingdom, the host country, and Boris Johnson overnight announcing that 100 million surplus doses would start being rolled out also to other countries that really need it, low, middle income, starting in the coming weeks. Boris Johnson thinks that everyone should be vaccinated. That is the big goal by the end of next year. So the COVID pandemic very much, and the economic recovery from the COVID pandemic are absolutely uppermost in the leaders' minds. There is a real sense of urgency because it has been impossible to meet in person. Indeed, this is the first summit, not just for the US president, the last one probably for the German Chancellor Angela Merkel, who will be stepping down soon, and really wisdom, experience, knocking heads together and making pledges and actually implementing, acting on those pledges, because the G7 has in the past been criticised for talking and not acting enough. Although back in 2002, it did very much help create a global fund to fight against in the fight against malaria. So it does come up with concrete solutions, and that's what these leaders will be aiming to do. But climate change, foreign policy, the relationships with China and Russia will also be important. But COVID vaccine, COVID recovery, and resilience are very much going to dominate this summit. And education. Many children throughout the world have suffered a great deal, not least little girls, lacking that access to school and to education, of course, that changes radically the rest of their lives.
Benedict Pavio